The fluid shader will allow us to create a fluid-like object or animation, and it's used on one of our plugins. So it's found within the built-ins folder, within the shader tab and the effect folder. And to get this to work, we'll just drag it onto a circle. If you want to go into your server and drag some sort of image on this as well, we'll just go into our reflections, drag a reflection on it here. We can change the mapping to reflection as well. Now we'll jump back into the built-ins, into the shader tab, the effect folder, and drag this fluid right onto our circle. When we do that, we don't notice really anything. And when we click on the fluid icon to go into the properties editor, we don't have many options. We have an inertia, which is set to forward by default, and we can decrease this down to 1 or increase it all the way up to 100. There's also a strength, which we can decrease down to 0 and increase up to 100 as well. So to see what any of these things do, what we need to do is actually move our geometry here. And when you can see when we move this left or right on our x-axis, how this is affecting the sphere. It's a fluid-like movement. And if we come back into the fluid and increase our inertia and increase the strength, and then come back into our transformation axis editor and move this position again, you can see what's happening here. So if we wanted to set some keyframes, we could just drag this and move it around the screen here. We'll start it here. We'll set a keyframe. We'll move it up top here. And as you see, when we are moving this, what's happening to this geometry now that we have the fluid applied to it. So our last keyframe here, we'll set key. And if we turn on our bounding box and just come up and right click, use the animation, it shows us our path here. We can hit play and you can see what's happening to this geometry with the fluid applied to it. We turn off our bounding box here and we hit play once again, and you can see the fluid-like motion of this circle. So that's the fluid and how you can apply it to your geometry within your scene.